Hey, two, Mikey here. I'm going to do a take two on this Monday Night Cards video, the name identity. I tried to do the broadcast version, but unfortunately no one was able to hear what I was saying, so I'm going to do this without the broadcast right now. Although there have been a lot of major people who have died this weekend, including yesterday, but I'm not gonna go into through all that. So let's just get to some of the name identity players real quick. Let me turn it this way. So I'm gonna do hold on to my camera on my right hand. Got this Mike Adams. In the back there's another Mike Adams. Well, actually, this is the same Mike Adams. Screw that one. That wasn't it. Got Charles Johnson. This is the real one here. Then you got this Charles Johnson. Next, you got Roy Williams, the Lions, wide receiver. Another wide receiver, Roy Williams, Dallas Cowboys. Both from 2006. You got this Clay Matthews. Not Clay Matthews Jr., although his real suffix would have the junior on it. There's his dad. Both played linebacker. Got this Doug Martin, running back, currently playing for the Bucks. You didn't know this Doug Martin, defensive end for the Vikings. Next up, this is a very common name. He's also a rookie. But then there's this Mike Williams. Reemerged as San Diego, not a lot. This card was the San Diego Chargers now. There is another Mike Williams who's now playing for the Los Angeles Chargers. But of course, there's a bunch of other Mike Williams, but I chose this other Mike Williams. The wide receiver, Miami Dolphins. Next up, got a Willie Williams, Seattle Seahawks. Plays for 1998. Not sure. Then there's this Willie Williams, cornerback from the New York Football Giants. Both played corner. How about this one? Got this James Williams, Seattle Seahawks running back. So then there's this James Williams, cornerback, Buffalo Bills, 1991. First set. I had to put this one in here, although the spelling is a little bit different, but then the pronunciation is the same. The Jimmy Johnson, course, he was famous for Dallas Cowboys, winning 3 Super Bowls, or 2 Super Bowls. Then you got this Jimmy Johnson, spelled with an I-E. I believe, he was played on the offensive line, that is. Let's try this one. Ken Johnson, New York Giants running back. In the same decade, 1976, Ken Johnson, defensive end. Could he have been converted? This card from 1980, could he have been converted? Who knows? They're both black. All right, try this one for size. Mike Johnson, Cleveland Browns linebacker, 1992, Fleer Ultra. He could have played a different side of the ball. But this Mike Johnson in the World League San Antonio Raiders. Everyone knows it. Now, I think he's out of the league right now as a free agent, but he had played primarily with the Tennessee Titans. Of course, he had recently played for Arizona until he got cut and replaced by Adrian Pearson, which I'll show you later. You didn't know there was this Chris Johnson. Although this is Johnson. Hold on, let me flip it over. Oops. It says Chris Johnson, but tell that to Topps Platinum for not having the first name on the front. So there's that one. When both played for the Atlanta Falcons, believe it or not. We all know about this one. The Dirty Bird himself, Jamal Anderson. His end zone celebration. But you didn't know there was this Jamal Anderson. Played on got drafted from Arkansas. Spelled with 2 A's, not with 1. Alright. Try this on for size. There's this Eric Wright, 49ers, 1986. And I believe this Eric Wright then actually played with San Francisco after he had played with Cleveland in 2007. Could have been his lost brother. All right, common name on this one. On the offensive side, Mike Davis, wide receiver for the Raiders, 2014. Could have also played running back, San Francisco. I think this Mike Davis might be playing. Oh, you'll get a kick. Let's do this one. Let's do this one for Jets boy. Got this Bobby Humphrey, running back for the Denver Broncos. Of course, he knows that there was this Bobby Humphrey. I'm going to send him similar to this one. But the ER on this one is different from the RE. Same pronunciation, but different positions too. How about this one? Ron Johnson, cornerback, Pittsburgh Steelers, 1980. How about this? Ron Johnson, running back, 1973, New York Giants. How about this one? All-time great for the Denver Broncos, Rod Smith. Maybe a Hall of Famer? Maybe. Try this one for size. This Rod Smith, a.k.a. in the XFLs, He Hate Me. It started the the nickname, which that will happen in the NBA's Christmas Day. You will see just the nicknames on the back of their jerseys. He kind of started this revolution, or some kind of a tradition now. We got this Andre Johnson, just retired over a year ago. All-time great for the Houston Texans. Try this Andre Johnson for size. Offensive tackle from 1996 Pro Line, Washington Redskins. Didn't last too long. Eddie Brown, Cincinnati Bengals, 1990 score. How about this Eddie Brown from 1975? Played safety. This one's a white player. This one's a black player. All right, how about this one? Anthony Davis. Came out of Wisconsin. That same year, this Anthony Thomas came out of USC. Running back. You got this Anthony Johnson. Probably many people remember him back in 1990. Played with the Cardinals. But probably don't remember this Anthony Johnson. Defensive tackle for Miami Dolphins. How they even played. Not sure. Got this Mike Bell. I believe he took over that same number of Terrell Davis. I think he might have had over 1,000 yards. Of course, the Broncos went through a bunch of running backs after Terrell Davis had left. Different players from the Broncos would rush over 1,000 yards. Must have been the offensive line. I think that was his only good season. Then no one remembers this Mike Bell. Kansas City Chiefs. Played on the defensive side. All right. Of course, I don't have the other Ricky Williams, but you probably don't remember this Ricky Williams. In 2002, was the running back for Indianapolis Colts. Let's check out this Ricky Williams, different spelling with an EY. Played linebacker for London Monarchs. I don't know who that line judge was back then. Probably was a dork. All right, how about this one? Chris Williams, Chicago Bears, offensive tackle. You don't remember this Chris Williams, nose tackle. Different uniform number. For Frankfurt Galaxy, in the World League. Now I'm going to show you just one more. Of course, Adrian Peterson played most of his career with Minnesota, had over 10,000 yards now, having a superb season with the Arizona Cardinals. Not so well with the New Orleans Saints because they couldn't fit with 3 running backs, one with a rookie running back. So he was let go after David Johnson got hurt and out for the season. He's now taking over. But probably don't remember this Adrian Peterson for the Bears, also a running back. He didn't last too long there. Now, I'll show you one more card. Try this on for size. We all know that there was the Reggie White with the Eagles and the Packers, but probably didn't remember this Reggie White tried out as a running back for the New York Football Jets in 2001. A few years ago, there was this Reggie White in 1992. San Diego Chargers on the defensive side. I don't think it lasts too long there either. And I think that facial expression said it all for his career. Of course, there were probably a few other names, such as Mark Carey, who also played with the Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 1990. I don't have those cards. And Mike Hofer, the kicker for the 49ers. And there was a Mike Hofer for the Detroit Lions. I'm sure there are many others, but probably in the future I'll show them off. So that's it, and that's all. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, watching football, eating your turkey and the stuffings, and spending quality time with your families. And I guess some of you guys are probably doing some Black Friday shopping. I probably won't. I will be working Friday and Saturday because I need some extra money so I could save up money to buy some kids' presents. Because that's the way it has to work. Because since I work in retail in the warehouse, I need as much hours as I can, as they can allow me to work. I wanted to work all 7+ days in a row, but that would then break the California law of having many people work more than 6 days in a row. All right. Again, that's it and that's all. Thank you for watching Mike Line here on the Global Satellite Network. And I hope to see you guys next time here on Monday Night Cards.